skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul and seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Parris, the author of the Dark World series, a 6-book epic fantasy series published through Community Press. It is available everywhere in stores now, and I'm writing the 6th book as we speak. So I wanted to reignite Blood Talk in this new way. I'm focusing on, first of all, Blood Talk is where I share my thoughts about being a writer, being a creator, being a YouTuber with all of you through the lens of a writer, of a published author. Blood Talk is not new. This has been around for quite a while when I first started my YouTube channel many moons ago, before I was published, and Blood Talk is just the video version of my blog on scparis.net, where I talk about my books, my life, and all that stuff. I haven't updated it in a while because I've moved most of my content and expanded on my content to Patreon. So if you want to see anything I have to offer, you can check there. Most posts start at $1 to read, so you can check that out in the description below. My books, all of my books are available on Patreon to a fault, but the Dark World series, which is published through my publisher, is available through all the correct channels. In-store bookstores, online bookstores. Just search up the Dark World series and scparis.net. Today we are going to be talking about something that is very important to me. I've forgiven this person because I'm assuming they're coming from a place of no knowledge, and I'm assuming that they are projecting onto me. As if you've watched Blood Talk before, you know that projection happens to me a lot. But this particular case is different, and I'm not going to disparage this person. I'm not going to name the person. I've already said it was okay, but in hindsight, to me, I want to just break down the exact nuance of projecting onto, especially another Black creator, these kinds of demonizing things. And I notice this happens a lot with people who were raised in the right-hand path religions, the Abrahamic religions, and I'm just not ever comfortable, you guys know this, I'm not ever comfortable with people doing that to me. I don't like it. I don't think it's cool. And this person, I didn't even realize they had left Twitter. They shut down their YouTube or whatever. I had no idea because I myself have not been on Twitter. If you have not noticed, I have been playing Vinegar Salad, The Phantom Pain, which is driving me crazy. And I've been dealing with a recent death in the family. So I have not been on YouTube. I haven't uploaded anything. I haven't sat down and recorded anything. I haven't edited anything. I haven't really been in my office. This office door has been closed for the past day. We just got a cat. The cat's taken up all of my time. I've stepped back. If you've watched previous videos, I've stepped back from YouTube and social media just for my mental health and my physical health and dealing with grief. So I was trying to get up to come and record a video I had pre-recorded and edited and everything and put it out regarding The Sims, but I got this email today from someone that I respect. I think they're a great writer. They're an awesome writer. Their analysis is pretty on point. I respect that. It caught me off guard because we've never talked religion. We've never talked spirituality. We haven't really talked beyond the usual, you're writing from our website, and that's cool and that's awesome. But I'm gonna just say, the email I got was pretty, I'm not gonna show it to you here. I'm not gonna do that. That's a breach of privacy, but I'm just gonna give you the bare bones. Basically, they were saying that they weren't comfortable being associated with me because of satanic stuff, and they were trying to bring an audience in of Black people, everyone, but mostly Black people because they themselves are Black, and they thought they couldn't be associated with me because I'm a Satanist. I don't ever really talk about my spiritual path on Twitter. On Twitter and on YouTube. When I made that history of witches video, many moons ago, I said I was not going to talk about my path, my witchcraft. I wasn't going to talk about it. But as you can tell, I am a witch. I am interested in that stuff. I've been studying it for years. I've been practicing it for longer. Yeah, and they just said that they didn't want to associate with me, but they realized they were being stupid and they wanted to shout me out in the next video. And I'm just like, at the moment, I replied back and said, oh, that's cool. You know, I've been dealing with grief, so I haven't really been on social media like that, so I didn't even know you were gone. But in hindsight, when I sat back after I sent the email and I'm sitting and thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm gonna say something, because this happens to me way too much. I would say this is the third instance of someone I don't know, but I've associated with previously, just purely through social media, saying something to me that I feel is off the cuff, or that I feel is not the correct thing to say to someone you don't know. I'm a very chill person. I know I come off very strong on here because I mostly post to Blood Talk when I have strong opinions, or, you know, if something is happening in my writing career, I'll post here. But again, I've been offline and I haven't really been updating my stuff. So to just get that out of the blue, obviously I was on this person's mind. Obviously they have some stuff they have to work through with their Christian upbringing and, you know, all of that. But to project onto me and my husband was mentioned in the email, to project onto me and my husband that we're devil worshippers, that's when I had to step back and be like, wait a second, we're not devil worshippers. My husband is agnostic. He's an atheist. Like we don't, like, he doesn't, but my spiritual path is different. He doesn't have one. That's it. We don't worship the devil. We don't worship the devil. And goth music, dressing in black, and liking dark things like horror movies does not necessarily equate us with the devil, first of all. Even if we weren't Satanists, us liking the things we like doesn't mean that we're Satanists, nor does it mean that you have to like those things to be a Satanist. You can like fairies and rainbows and be a Satanist. I just wish people used more common sense and got out of this mindset that if you're taking part in any kind of witchcraft or any kind of pagan faith or anything, you're automatically worshiping the devil. I don't think that's okay. And I'm just, as you know, this is the third time I'm talking about someone projecting onto me, sending me a long DM or an email about it, and saying that I've let them down in some way. And now, they didn't say this outright, but they did say they had to learn to accept me as a person, and that took me aback the more I thought about it, because it's like, dude, you didn't see me as a person then? Like, my website has no mention of my spiritual path. My website has no mention of anything but the fact that I'm a writer. So, and I'm writing analysis on horror movies. The deep oomph of why we watch horror movies and like the monsters, and I want to analyze that. That doesn't make me a devil worshiper. And I was initially confused. I was very confused, because I was like, hold on a second. This is coming out of literally nowhere. Like, I just woke up, me and the cat are like trying to get up for the day, and I get this email, and I'm blindsided, because I'm just like, okay, so you've been dealing with some like crisis of faith in your life. To dissociate with me because you're trying to bring in a black audience when I'm black, my husband's black, we have a few black people that watch our videos. It's weird because you're basically saying that you're allowed, like, your definition of blackness is something that's clean cut, Christian, you know, funny in a black way, like, and that we don't fit that mold, so you don't want to be associated with us because we're Satanists, when we don't even talk about that. This is my first time really mentioning this on the channel, and this much. This is my first time ever doing it, and this is the only time that I'm going to do this, unless something comes up again in the future. And I hope it doesn't, because then I'm going to go off. But I'm being very, like, calm right now. It's just, you're basically saying that you can associate with me or my husband because we're black, but we're not the right kind of black. That's what I got from it. If you think I'm wrong, in the comments, let me know. I'm just making this video because I have a problem with the kind of passive-aggressive nature of the email. And I mean, this goes for everyone, because this happens to me. Again, this is the third time. This is happening way too much for me. I do not like talking to people on a business level or a smaller level on social media and then they perceive to know everything about, or they think they know everything about me through those 1 or 2 hour or whatever conversations. You cannot know someone online. I've said this before, I'll say it again. You have to meet that person, see their vocal cues, see their body language, hang out with them for longer than a day in real life offline to get to really understand them. And even then, I'm of the strongest mindset that you can never know someone ever. I don't care how long you've been with them. I just keep thinking about people that, you know, have lived with someone for so long and find out they're a serial killer. Like, you just, you know, you have to trust people, yes, but they have to constantly, continuously, with actions, prove that trust. And I'm living my life. I'm not bothering anyone, I don't think. So I'm really confused as to why I elicit such strong responses in people. And this one is different because this is a black person. This isn't a white person like the last two were. This is a black person. But this is a black person who's indoctrinated in Christian beliefs. He grew up that way. And that's fine. That's perfect. That's cool. I begrudge no one their faith. But he said he wanted to go back to his, like, that was his childhood, and now he's back to not doing that anymore, which is fine. But again, I don't know where I don't understand where I fit into all of this, because I'm not a devil worshiper. I'm not a, like, evil person spreading my evil. Like, I'm writing my books. I'm not really updating my website. I'm, you know, taking a break right now because I'm dealing with a lot of heavy stuff, and I don't understand this. But I'm gonna leave it here because this is just me talking. This isn't really like a point I'm trying to make. All I can really say at the end of this is that, please, for the love of God, work out, or love of whoever, work out whatever you have to work out with yourself, your faith, or whatever that is, please, before you come into my DMs or my email saying that I've offended you or that I'm awful or that, but honestly, all this stuff that's happened, these people coming into my DMs being mad at me, has nothing to do with me. You're not mad at me. You're not upset with me. I don't live up to your expectations. Like, I don't have to. I don't exist for you. I'm living my own life. I'm living my best life over here where I'm living, and I'm not doing it anymore. I'm tired of people coming into my DMs, of people saying all this stuff about me. Like, if you want to know something about me, don't come at me and say, oh, you're this and you're that. Ask me a question. I will more than likely answer you if I'm not crying into a pillow because a family member just died. Like, I'm a person first. And you cannot come into people's DMs and people's emails saying all these things about them that you haven't even verified with them, that you're accusing them now and you're projecting onto them now, and then they have to go and defend themselves. I'm not against defending myself. I will defend myself until the cows come home because I know who I am. And I'm over it. I'm over people assuming that they know me. You don't know me. As I said in the previous Blood Talk video, you do not know me. You will never know me. No matter how much you talk to me online, you don't know me. And you can't pick and choose a tweet you may have seen like a year ago when I mentioned the word Satan. You can't say that I'm a devil worshiper based off that, because a lot of people who aren't even a part of any left-hand path religion, they're using Satan's name, like, you know, as a joke, or it's quirky and edgy to just say, I'm a Satanist, or I'm a Satan. I've been doing this since I was 13 years old. I am now 28. This is not a quirky, edgy thing for me. And again, this has nothing to do with me liking goth music. This has nothing to do with me dressing in black. I was dressing in black before I knew what goth music was, before it was a part of the scene. I was writing dark poetry and horror and gothic lit before I knew what the gothic music scene was. So, and that has nothing to do with Satanism or satanic things. I just really want to make that distinction very, very, very clear. You don't know me. All you see is what I give you through YouTube, Twitter, and Patreon. And I just think that it's very important as a black woman that I say that, and I'll continue to say it for as long as I need to say it, because this isn't fair to me. This isn't fair to people like me who are just trying to live their lives. And if I don't fit some demographic that you're trying to bring into your channel, the simplest thing would be to, like, not associate with me. But you realize your mistake and now you want to talk to me again. And I had no idea any of this was going on until you even emailed me. So it's like, I have nothing against you. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking to you if you're watching this. I have nothing against you. I have nothing, disparaging to say. I'm just saying, figure yourself out before you come and accuse someone else or attack someone else or project onto someone else about things. You please do not just immediately jump into someone's DMs or email, unsolicited might I add, and tell them about themselves. That is the surefire way to make an enemy. And you're lucky it's me, because I'm not trying to disparage anyone. I don't go for flame wars. I don't do this online drama bullshit. I'm a very reasonable person, and I'm seeing where this person is coming from, because I grew up in a Christian household. I'm just saying, hey, you work your thing out on your own, figure it out, and just realize maybe the person that you're projecting onto is living their own life and has no idea what you're going through. And that's okay. They shouldn't be demonized or villainized for that, because everybody's living their own life, and to project onto someone else something that you want to be true doesn't make it true. So that's it. So this was another episode of Blood Talk. It was a very, I want to say, serious episode. I'm not really sure. But again, that's my conclusion. I know everyone's saying it now because of Chadwick. Rest in peace. But be nice to people. Don't project, because projecting diminishes them. It denies them their right to share their story with you, because you've already decided for them, and that's not cool if you're trying to be the better person. Be nice to each other, stay safe please, and hang in there. That's all I can say. Bye.